بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 7. We are in model 9 measures figures. Today we have the second lesson, area of circles. Today we have area of circles. In this lesson we want to learn how to find the area of circles. How to find the area of circles.
Mustaf,
Yes?
the lesson before about the pi wasn't the area of the circle?
The lesson before the circumference. Today we have the area. So area of circles. How can you use the formula for the area of paragram to help you find the area of the circle? Two figures are shown, a circle and a wavy paragram. Drag the point on the slider and observe what happens to the figures, record and observation. As you see, here we have paragram and here we have circle. And here number of sectors will be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you see now, we have 18 sectors, and here we have 18 sectors. Press the shown reduce button, drag the slider, and observe the relation between the height of the parallelogram and the radius of the circle. Record your observation. Now here we have the circle. We have 4 sectors. And the 4 sectors here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have parallelogram. Listen please here. Now here we have 18 sectors. And the radius here in the circle will be the height here in the parallelogram. Will be the height here in the parallelogram. Drag the slider and observe the relation between the base of the parallelogram and the circumference of the circle. Record your observation. The base of the parallelogram here, this is the base. The base of the parallelogram here, the same, the circumference of the circle. Based on what learned in the sketches, complete each statement. The height of the parallelogram is approximately equal to the of the circle. Equal circumference or diameter or the radius. The radius. The length of the base of the parallelogram is about of the same as 1/3 of the circumference, or 1/2 of the circumference, or the all of the circumference.
The all.
Like I will back here. And here the base, and here we have the top. The base and the top, we will get what? The all circumference. We will get the all circumference. So that's mean. And if we choose here the circumference, we have wrong, because we have the top and the bottom, means 1/2 of circumference. 1/2 of circumference. So the formula used to find the area of the parallelogram, as you remember, A equal base times height. Use what you described about the relation between a parallelogram and the circle to make the conjecture about how to find the area of the circle. So we can write the area of the circle A equal here we have base and here we have height. And the base in parallelogram means the half of the circumference. Right, we have the base and the bottom, means we have 2 I don't have here the symbol, no problem. Who can tell me what is the formula?
Mister, you want the area of parallelogram?
I have the area of the parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram A equal base times height. Now who can tell me what is the area of the circle from the area of the parallelogram? From the relationship between the base and their circumferences, and between the height and the radius.
Could it be radius times circumference?
Right, listen here. Here you have the parallelogram. The base and the top here make the circumference of the circle. Means the base equal the half of the circumference. So the base equal 1/2c, 1/2 of the circumference. And the height in the parallelogram, the same radius in the circle. So this is the height. And the area of the parallelogram A equal base times height. And approximately the height around the radius. So we can substitution, put the value of height equal r. So the A now equal the base times the radius. But the base equal 1 over 2c, circumference. So substitution here, put the value of V will be 1 over 2 times c. Then, what is the formula of the circumference? 2 times pi times r, the lesson of yesterday, or before yesterday. What is the formula of this circumference? 2 times pi times r. So, we have now 1 over 2 times 2 times pi times r times r. And r times r will be r squared. And 2 times 1 over 2 will be 1. Remains now 1 pi means pi times r squared. So the formula will be what? The area of the circle equal pi times r squared. Pi times r squared. So what's the meaning of the area of the circles? What's the meaning of the area of the circles? Listen, please.
Area of circles. Teaching notes. Area is the measure of the interior surface of a two-dimensional figure. As with the area of polygons, the area of a circle is expressed in square units.
So the area A of a circle equals the product of pi and the square of its radius r. So the formula A equal pi times r squared. This is the circle, this is the center of the circle, and this is the radius. And when you want to find the area, use this formula, A equal pi times r squared. Who can remember us what is the value of the pi?
3.14.
Great. Find the area given the radius. Find the area of the circle. Use 3.14 for pi. Round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. As you see now, here we have circle. This is the center of the circle, and this is the radius. And the measure of this radius will be 14.2 inches. And we want to find the area. So the first step, write the formula. The area of the circle A equal pi times r squared. The value of the pi will be 3.14 times the value of the r will be 14.2 squared. So we have here 3.14 times. What's the meaning of 14.2 squared? Means 14.2 times 14.2. Now we can calculate. We have 3.14 times 14.2 times 14.2. So the answer will be 633.1496 inch squared. Inch squared, because here we have area. Who has any question here?
So Master, we use A equal pi R2 to find the area?
Not R2, R squared or R exponent 2, yes. So this formula to find the area. But this formula A equal 2 by R or D by, this is for circumference. This formula to find the circumference and this formula to find the area. This formula to find the area. Okay?
Okay, Master, thank you.
Welcome.
Mister,
Yes?
2 radius equal 1 diameter?
Repeat your question, please.
2 radius equal a diameter?
Yes. Now here we have the second example. Find the area given the radius. What is the area of the circle? Use 3.14 for pi. Round to the nearest hundred if necessary. As you see here, we have the circle. This is the center of the circle. And here we have the radius. The measure of this radius will be 11.65 inch. Now I want from all to try to find the area, please. Start and tell me what is your answer.
Mister, the answer will be 426.60 .16865.
Okay, thank you, Layan. Great work. Who has different answer?
Sir, I have the same answer, 426.60,865.
Great. Who has different answer?
36. It's the same.
The same. Okay. Right. The first step starts from the formula. The area of the circle equal pi times r squared. Substitution now, the pi will be 3.14 times the value of r 11.65 squared. So equal 3.14 times 11.65 times 11.65. So 11.65 squared means 11.65 times 11.65. Calculate now. 3.14 times 11.65 times 11.65. The answer will be 426.16,865 inch squared. Who has any question here?
No question.
Okay. طيب. Why we have wrong here? Who can tell me?
Maybe because you forgot. Oh, Mister, did you write 16865?
I write the same answer, 426.16,865. But why I get here wrong? Who can tell me?
Mister, maybe because they asked to run to the nearest hundredth.
Yes, this is exactly. And here we need what? Round to the nearest hundredths. Round to the nearest hundredths.
So it will be 0.17.
Yes. Now correct. Okay. Find the area given the diameter.
Find the area given the diameter. Teaching notes. The city of Wellington is commissioning a statue to honor their former mayor. The circular base of the statue will be 26 feet in diameter. What is the area of the space needed to fit the base of the statue? Use 3.144 round to the nearest hundredth if necessary.
Now we don't have the radius. We have the diameter. So what I do? First define the radius of the circle. Because the diameter of the base of the statue is 26 feet. We have the diameter now 26 feet. How to find the radius? So the radius, as you remember, equals the half of the diameter. Equals the half of the diameter. So divide 26 by 2 to get the radius. 26 divided by 2 will be 13. Will be 13. Now we have the radius. Now r equal 13. So the second step, calculate the area of the circle. Write the formula. A equal pi times r squared. Then substitution. the value of the r will be 13 squared. 13 squared means 13 times 13. 13 times 13 will be 169 times pi, and the value of y will be 3.14. Now 169 times 3.14 will be 530.66. So the area of the space needed to fit the base of the statue is about. Who can tell me what is the answer here?
Mister, the answer is 530.66.
Right. If I write exactly 66 here, listen, we have right. Why? Because here we don't have round. We don't have round here exactly. But if the question said round to the nearest hundredths, remember here 66 will be 70. So the answer will be 530.70.
Mister, the formula of the area of the circle is pi times radius squared.
Yes.
Mister, we can't make it like, for example, pi times just the diameter, and then we can finish.
Yes, you can substitute d equal r divided by 2 or r over 2.
Like maybe, Mister, we have we don't have the radius, we have the diameter, so we just can do it with the diameter. Or it would be wrong.
Yes, we can change the formula if you want. Yes, we have the formula a equal by times r squared. If you don't have r, you have d, diameter. So we can, as you know, d equal 2 times r. So means r equal, do divide by 2 means do the d over 2. So we can substitution now the value of the r. You can write here pi times d over 2 squared.
So you should put over 2 and squared.
Yes.
Like, Mister, I mean, because like radius is half of the diameter, so, and we have squared, so if we take 2, it will be a diameter, so we can just pi times diameter.
Yes, you can write here pi times 1 over 2 d squared. The same idea here. Okay, Legan?
Okay.
Right. What is the area of one side of a quarter? Use 3.14 for pi. Round to the nearest hundredths if necessary. Right. This is the circle. And as you see here, we have diameter, not radius. Here we have diameter, 24.26 millimeter. Now I want from all to try to find the area of this circle. Start, please.
Mister, maybe it will be 38.09. if it will be nearest.
Repeat your answer. The area will be?
Maybe 38.09.
Maybe. Thank you, Leanne. Who has different answer? The diameter now, we have 24.26. So I want at the first to find the radius. The radius equals the half of the diameter. Means half times 24.26. Or 24.26 divided by 2 will be 12.13 millimeter. This is the radius. Now to find the area, start from the formula. A equal pi times r squared. The value of the pi will be 3.14 times the value of the r will be 12.13 squared. So now we have 3.14 times 12.13 squared means you have 12.13 times 12.13. Now we can calculate. We have 3.14 times 12.13 times 12.13. So the answer will be 462.009866 millimeter squared. This is exactly.
Mister,
Yes.
what do we do if we need to round? Like, how do we round it? Because we have 0, 0 at first.
Yes.
Like
This is exactly. If you want to round to the nearest hundredths, this is the hundredths. Look to the right. Look to the right number 9. If the right number 5 and up, add 1 to this digit. So this digit will be 1. And change the all numbers here to the zeros. So here 1, here 0, and here point, and here 2, 6, 4. No need to write 400 because no value for this zeros here. So the answer will be 462.01. Who has any question here?
No questions.
Okay. Now, area of the semicircle. A semicircle is a half of a circle. A semicircle means a half of a circle. So the area A of a semicircle equals a half of the product of pi and the square of its radius r. The formula will be A equal, just add 1 over 2 to the formula. When you want to find the semicircle, just add 1 over 2 to the formula. So A equal 1 over 2 pi times r squared. This is the whole circle. In the shaded here, we have the semicircle. This is the semicircle. As you see here, we have, this is semicircle, and this is smaller than, also semicircle. So what is the area of the space the dog has to roam? U 3.14 for pi, round to the nearest hundredths if necessary. As you see here, we have the big semicircle, and here this is here the radius. So the radius will be 30 foot. The radius will be 30 foot. So what I do to find the area here? Start from the formula. The formula of the semicircle, A equal 1 over 2 times pi times r squared. 1 over 2 times pi, and the radius will be what? 30 squared. Now 30 squared means 30 times 30 will be 900. 900 divided by 2 will be 450 times pi, means the value of pi 3.14. 450 times 3.14 will be 1,413. 1,413. As you see here now, we have the semicircle here, but here we have the diameter, not the radius. Here we have the diameter. I want from all to try to find the area of the semicircle here. Start, please.
Mister, I'm not sure, but maybe the answer will be 437.8573.
Maybe. Thank you, Lamar. Who has different answer?
Mr. I think the answer will be 110. Mr. If you want it round or no?
No, without rounding. No problem.
110, 120,781 to 125.
Okay, thank you, Lamar. Thank you, Layan. Listen to me, please. The information here, we have the diameter here. 16 and 3 over 4. This is mixed number. Change the mixed number to the fraction. 16 times 4 will be 64, plus 3 will be 67 over 4. Now 67 divided by 4 will be 16.75 feet. This is the diameter. And we want the radius. So the radius will be d divided by 2. Means 16.75 divided by 2. So the answer will be 8.375 feet. Now write the formula of the semicircle. A equal the area equal 1 over 2 times pi times r squared. So here we have 1 over 2 times the value of pi, 3.14, times the value of r, 8.375, but here we have squared, means 8.375 times 8.375. So now we want to calculate. We have 3.14 times 8.375 times 8.375. So the answer will be now 220.241 or 241.5625 divide by 2. So the answer will be 110.1207813. هلا round to the nearest hundredths. The right number down 0 means change all right numbers to the zeros and keep the same digit, means 110.12 feet squared. Who has any question here?
No questions, Mr.
Okay. اليازية
موجودة مستر.
بيكا سارة
موجودة.
سلمى
موجودة.
طيب
موجودة.
عفرة فاطمة
Yes.
لمار
Present.
ليان
Here.
Okay, so this is our lesson today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you inshallah next week. Tomorrow you don't have period. I will send to you the homework. Try to solve it, and inshallah on Sunday we will solve it together. Okay? Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. See you inshallah next week, next Sunday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.